Closer look at the little global radio. Good morning, YouTube. It is 11:26 now in the morning. On this Monday morning. I've got Lexi and the baby off as of 5 o'clock this morning. I went to bed last night around 8:30. I woke up at 3:30, and I have my alarm set for 4, but I went ahead and got up. Like I said, got got the baby and Lexi delivered to their respective places, and came back, and a little bit before 5, laid back down, and I did not get up till 10. So I think I got the sleeping thing covered today. Of course, I didn't sleep all the time, but you know, at the same time, I slept enough. What we are looking at, as if you didn't know, is the global GR-711 radio. A couple of things I want to go over on this. I want to point out, I guess, these two screws. Now, I think, well, I know this one for sure, but looking at this one, it's on a trace. I think both of these have to be in place for the radio to work correctly. I think part of my birdie problem yesterday was because this one was not connected. I think this one was connected, but this one wasn't. So you can see there's a big long, or just ground type trace here. So that's imperative that that is connected. So now that's one thing. The other thing, if there's any question as to why I took the top piece off, this piece here, I didn't know if it was obvious or not, so I thought I would point it out. So I can get that in there, see if I can get in there. Let's go, there we go. You can see these two knobs, this one here and this one here, stick out past the edge of the case in both cases. In other words, the chassis there will not come out, just pull out like this, as long as those knobs are on there. It won't happen. It just can't happen. So that is the reason why this is made to come off. So you take that off, and then you can take your one or the other knobs off here. Obviously I chose the volume control because of this is part of the dial string and tuning and stuff like that, and that's not a good one to take off, I don't think. Somebody had mentioned there is a the other caps were underneath the other E caps were underneath this circuit board in between there and the upper part here. So you can look and see there is one there. That's the one I replaced. Let me see if I can point it out. That right there is the 3.3 microfarad coupling cap that I put in, and that is one of the ones that I had already pointed it out, so that was not one that was missing. Now there's no room underneath on this side. This is a metal place, and that connects right to the tuning capacitor. There's nothing under this side at all. So if anybody was wondering if there was possibly, you can see there's the plate right there, and there's nothing on the other side, there's nothing on this side. This whole thing comes out, and you can see very clearly in there, there's no other E-caps in there, okay? I've replaced all of the E-caps. Pure and simple. Like I said, these up here that probably didn't need to be replaced, but you know, it doesn't hurt to replace them, obviously. The one, like I said, according to the schematic, a couple of them are power type capacitors that filter the help filter the power. You know, with a battery, that's really not greatly necessary, but the other one is a bypass for resistor. I believe either an emitter or one was the emitter and one was the base on a transistor, but they go across a resistor, which is, you know, makes a bypass capacitor. So that's that. Again, I took off the extra capacitor that was connected to these 2 points here. I don't know why it was there. It seems to work just fine without it. In fact, I think it works better without it. That's my opinion. But just like I said, I want to kind of go over a couple of things that I want to do. And next thing I probably will do, as far as the electronics are concerned, and I'll probably do this same time I do the putting that piece back on here. You can see there on this side where that is mounted, and it's going to be difficult, I think, to get it mounted. My plan is possibly to put a piece of tape here and let the tape come out, you know, here, wherever. Just electrical tape probably would work. Just put it in there really good and tight as I can get it, and then put the glue on, the epoxy on here, and let that, as you can see, that is smooth across there, so that's where that's got to sit. That will, the tape will allow it to be held in there while the glue sets, I think, I hope, and we'll go from there, hoping that will work. Like I said, it's just these are I think these pieces here keep it in on the other end. Maybe that one's square and this one's got a little triangular shape. I'd say that's probably been broke off. That's my guess. I'd say that square is probably what holds it in. You fit it down in there, then you push this in the top and then screw it in. I think that's the way it works. But anyway, let's look at that. And like I say, I'll probably try to glue that at the same time I'm working on the rest of this, so the glue will be set up by the time I get done with whatever I'm doing. But like I say, I want to try to I think I want to try to get this aligned better. Maybe if I do an alignment on it, maybe the extra, and by the way, I didn't mention this, but I'm pretty darn sure that is coming in at 695 on the dial. I mean, it doesn't show 695 on the dial because of the dial's probably off a little bit, but that would be the half harmonic of the 0.5 harmonic of it, I guess, is what it would be, of the 1390. So I'm pretty sure that's where it's coming in at. That would probably be a strong one as far as I don't know why I can't get that out. Might be because I have no feelings in my fingers, maybe. I guess it's not all out all the way either. I thought it was. There we go. But say like this is, I'll point this out once again. You can't get that out. That will not come out at all, as you can see right there. You can't put it on one side or the other. It doesn't work. At the let me get this battery off before I mess up something. It just doesn't have the space to get it off. So that's kind of one of the things I wanted to point out. As far as why taking this top off had to be done to get the chassis out. This is actually a pretty quality radio. Bob pointed out one on eBay. I'm going to put a link, or not a link, but a picture of it on I'll put a picture in the video that you can see. He pointed that out to me. Brand new in the box. One of these, and you can see the starting bid there. I don't think I'll be bidding on that one. Not that I wouldn't mind having it. That would be an excellent radio to add to your collection, wouldn't it? Because like I say, they're pretty quality radios. They're not bad radios. So, like I say, that's that. I wanted to take this back out because I need to get to the IF cans, and that's the I believe that's the oscillator coil right there. I think I can't be dead certain, but now we can look at this underneath here also. There is the and I don't know if you can see it or not. Oh, there it is right there. I'm always looking on the wrong side. Here's the 3.3 coupling cap here, and the negative lead goes straight down there, and the positive lead comes up around here and goes to this point here on the nut of the which is the wiper, and connects right there. So that's the way that works. But you can see there is no other E-caps in there. I have looked over the area very, very good. There's just none in there. There's just no other E-caps in this thing. Like I said, it doesn't. They do this all the time. These manufacturers change the circuits around after they make the schematic or whatever, and they never really update the schematic and stuff like that. So it's not a big deal. But I want this back off so I can go ahead and run this through the alignment procedure, and I'll do that probably tomorrow, maybe. Don't know for sure. Just temporary planning on this, as far as I was wanting to get something done on my Buick this weekend, but I have a problem with my foot. Haven't had this problem in some time now, and just recently had it, and it doesn't seem to want to go away. So that's been a problem. So anywho, I want to get this back in if I could. I mean, I can, but I want to make sure it's going to be fitting in there properly with the with everything else. So that's another reason that's hard to get in there, is that earphone jack. If you put that in first, then it's going to have to go around this knob here. It's going to have to fit in there. Not that you can't do that. You can slide it in under it. There's a way of doing it, but that's a little bit more difficult with that in there. That's why I left it out to begin with. But as easy as this is to get in and off, I think I'll just play with it and leave it on there for a bit and see how hard that is to get in and out with it on there. Now I've got that on there correctly instead of incorrectly like it was. Now let's see just how hard this is. So you can slide that in there like that. This side doesn't want to go in so easily. There we go. So yeah, there is a way of getting it in. Don't have it in all the way yet. Something's holding me out. Not sure what. Oh, there it goes. Now, put that screw back in, just see if it works like it's supposed to. That would be helpful. Usually I have my magnification lamp while I'm doing this, but I'm doing this bare-eyed. Is that a word? Alright, there that is in. Looks good. These wires here are kind of sort of in the way, but not totally. Where's oh, I need my what do you call it back on first. May speed this up a little bit or something. Keep you off from being bored to tears. There. Now everything is back together. Where's our battery? See what it does now. That is just about too big to fit in there, but it does fit. Alright. Absolutely nothing. And I've got something wrong, obviously. I did experience some problems with this to begin with. I don't know if it bad connection here or what, but tried to get them as tight as I can. The problem is, it seems like it takes a jump start of sorts to get this thing working sometimes. I've noticed that. Not really sure why, but everything is really tight in this thing. Extremely tight. Just leave the battery out. Maybe it's grounding something out. Nope. So you can see it's not totally fixed, obviously. Oh, there it is. I think it was that either was hitting something or whatever. Now it's gone again. I think it's that daggone Let's go back over here, see if it's over here. Not really picking up anything. Hmm. Yeah, there's your. That's what I was talking about. You saw how it was completely almost dead to begin with, and it seems like the longer it's on, the more it perks up. If I touch the antenna, I get very good results real quick. I'm wondering if I can get my local station over where it's supposed to be at now. I'm playing with that earphone jack. Seems like one finger, if I have it on, it's just weird. Definitely not correct though. Actually picks up better over there than it does in where it's supposed to be. I can see one thing, that's not in there far enough. This is rubbing the thing. Alright, what I'm going to do is take it back out because it's obviously something wrong somewhere. It's touching something somewhere that's not supposed to touch. Like I said, I did this without the magnification lamp. I may have gotten it out of whack somewhere and didn't even see it. So I think the best thing to do is to take it back out. If I can get it out, I'm going to take this battery off. I think that's the preferable thing to do. Oh, this has got to come out. I don't know why I keep forgetting about that volume knob having to come off. There we go. See there, there's one problem right there, I think. I don't know how well you can see that. That is a bad spot right there, because I'm sure that was touching something, maybe this handle or something of that sort. See, I'm gonna look at it under magnification lamp, see, but let me take a look at that real quick. Okay, that is a resistor. I don't know if we broke the trace off on the other end or what, but that's one of the problems. I can tell you right now. I can push it back up in there, and that may hold it up there just fine. I don't know, but it needs to be in there far enough to where it doesn't, that handle doesn't get it, because the handle stand, whatever you want to call that thing, comes right up and through there. I think the rest of it looks alright, but that definitely would cause a problem, I would think. So let's see how it sounds out here. Let me put the volume control back on. I got a feeling this that's at 29. Let me start this over again. Alright, now we got a fresh count on the battery. Alright, let's put a battery in the radio. See, now there's our jump start I was talking about. It's right there on that connection. I know you can't see what I'm looking at. I think either the solder joint has come loose there probably from being taken in and out of that, and it probably pulled that resistor out of the thing. But you can hear it does make a difference. But I think that's our problem I was having with it. I think that's it, because of, again, yeah, see, I've got it off now. It's very sensitive right there. I'm gonna guess that's our main problem with that part. I've noticed that with this radio several times I've done this. When you first put the battery on and turn it on, nothing happens, and you start poking around, things like that, and then it comes alive. And I think that's our culprit right there. Glad I seen that, because that does make a big difference. I was thinking it had something to do with this, but I think that was just making contact with something. because I don't think there's a problem there with that. Everywhere I go, I pick up something. That seems to be making pretty good contact there. See if I can see something on this side. I think I'm going to have to clean off the solder on this and then resolder it, making sure I get that in there good. See, that just, every time I touch that, it takes it away. It's in here somewhere that there's, and that's where all my wires run to. Maybe that has something to do with it as well. There's a wire there. Oh, there's a very sensitive wire right there. That could be our problem there. See, I should be doing this with the magnification lamp so I can see what I'm doing. I'm just seeing the red wires, all I'm saying. See how loose that is down in there? Can you see that? So I'm gonna work on that area there, and I don't know how much you saw that, but like I said, that's the area I'm gonna concentrate on. And like I say, I'll get the magnification lamp on there, and we'll go to town. I think I blathered on long enough on this one. I'm gonna have to cut it off, I think. I just now noticed that other one's broke off also. I can't believe that. Where is that thing? I've lost that. Oh, here it is. No, it's not broke. Oh, is that the other one? Huh. Did I put that in there and leave it in there? Well, that's strange. But you can clearly see that's what that is. I'm going to have to find out exactly how that goes in before I try to put it in there. But yeah, that's another piece. It's still in there. How did that happen? I had another piece like that. Where'd it go? Is that the same one? I'm so confused. I don't know whether I'm coming or going. I don't know how it got in there. I don't remember putting it in there. Alright, I'm going to get off here. You guys probably think I'm losing my head or my mind, and I probably am. So what I'm going to do is concentrate on this problem here, and then I'll figure out on that tab. Like I said, is there 2 tabs? Maybe it was fixed once before and the other one was left in there by mistake. I don't know. If I find the other one, I'll know that there is 2. I don't recall putting that one in there at all, and it is a tab, because you can look at the other side. There is no tab on that. There's a marking, but there's no tab there. This is just, there is a tab there. It's a physical tab. You can see it. So anywho, this radio continues to baffle me. But at least I figured this part of it out, which is good, because I was really concerned you know, it's not very good when you turn a radio on, it doesn't work, and then you just keep fiddling with it and it starts working. You have to think, I missed something, and yeah, I did. Obviously, I missed that resistor. Anywho, I want to look at this red wire here coming over from transformer. Kind of wraps around that resistor a little bit there, and I want to make, when I do that, I want to make sure I get that all lined up in my head. It's where it goes, everything goes, before I desolder it and things like that. So that's what I'm going to do. You guys, it's a little afternoon now. You guys have a great day. Thank you for watching, and we will see ya.